Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Kind of losing track of the days here.
I know.
Just being so busy, Heather, especially you tracking the incoming winter storm.
Yes, it's been a busy week here. Active
Yes.
weather keeps you busy though, and it's also just makes the days go by so quick when we're just constantly trying to get, the storm right and looking at models all morning. So not
Seriously,
a time to
though.
just, slack off this week.
I know we have some new viewers. We're already up to 114 as we speak. If this is your
Wow.
first time, welcome. We do this every weekday at 8:35. I'm Brendan, here with meteorologist Heather Bricca, and streaming live on Facebook and YouTube and X. We'd love to have you comment. Let us know where you're watching from. And Heather, I imagine we're going to have some questions about the incoming storm here.
Yes. And then in addition, just a little rundown of what we usually do.
Yeah.
We'll start off with the weather quiz. You guys can give us your answers. And then after you give answers, we will only reveal the quiz question, at least answer, at the end.
Mhm.
So we will go through the whole forecast and watch the forecast for the most part and then ask questions after that way, because I'll
Sure.
probably cover a lot of this stuff already. If you have specific questions about travel, I don't recommend it this weekend, but if you are, we'll take a look at that. And then, what next week has in store for us too.
Perfect.
Perfect. So we'll start off with our weather quiz. We had a few viewers emailing in about the January 26th Great Blizzard of 1978 and how this one will compare to it.
Mhm.
So because it's the 46th anniversary on the 26th, which is only, a week or so away or two, what was the lowest pressure reading during this blizzard? Was it 986 millibars? Was it 972 or 956? And Brendan, I kept score from this week.
Yeah, I didn't
And
get
you
today's
got
right.
3 out of 5 this week. Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was, 4 or 5, right? But
Well-
if you say so.
Hey, we can go back.
Never mind.
I
We'll
have
go
my
with that
little
score.
tally mark on my post-it note on the desk there. So
Holding us accountable, huh?
yeah, just for fun,
Yeah, for
fun
fun.
and friendship and accountability.
Fun and friendship and accountability.
Yes,
We'll keep
that's
that
a
in
new
mind.
addition. All
Yeah,
right,
Brendan.
everybody. So let's take a look at current conditions across northern Michigan. We're starting to see this leading out of the storm already. So this snow that we're seeing that's slowly making its way to our southern counties, just on the edge for Manistee, maybe Ludington, Pentwater, seeing some snow showers this morning. And you can see this is ahead of our larger system. This low pressure system is going to track right through the middle of us. So that's why we're going to see blizzard conditions, winter weather, and all the things by this weekend. We're seeing that snow stretching all the way over West Michigan, parts of southern Wisconsin, Iowa seeing quite a bit of snow too, and then some more strong, severe weather storms associated with along the lines of the other front over in, Missouri, southern Illinois, and looks like Indiana and Cincinnati seeing some heavy, at least rain this morning. Looking at our weather headlines, we got 2 to talk about, at least for us here. Into the thumb, there is a winter weather advisory, but we are under a winter storm warning for most of northern Michigan. We are expecting anywhere from 6 to 18 inches of snow. It really depends on where you're at. And the northern lower has a bigger chance for some snow. Wind gusts anywhere from 40 to 50 plus miles an hour today through tomorrow. So this will mainly start ramping up this afternoon, evening. The evening is when we're really going to start to see it. And then by tomorrow evening, the bulk of at least these conditions will be over. We'll still hang on to winter conditions. Blizzard warning is in effect for the eastern side of the northern lower. If you are over there, that's where we're going to see the worst conditions. And this starts on Friday at 5 o'clock through Saturday evening, and anywhere from 10 to 18 inches. Wind gusts anywhere from 45 and 60. So there's a lot to talk about here with this system. It's going to be a deep low pressure system. That's why those winds will really pick up today, especially with the pressure gradient. So we are going to see a little bit of some snow into the afternoon. If you look outside your window, if you're on the eastern side, you're like, the storm's not here, they're wrong. Well, just wait. Just wait until the evening. That's when we'll start to see heavier snow, and then that wind will pick up and visibilities will drastically decrease throughout the evening. So if you're traveling anywhere, if you can leave work early today, I would do it. Especially if you are in our southern counties. That's where we're going to start to see those conditions deteriorating pretty quickly. That's 6:30. We'll see some heavier snowfall, even into the thumb. And then do you see that low pressure system moving right through the state? It's going to sit off the shore of Lake Huron tomorrow morning. Then we'll start to see winds shifting out of the northwest. With our lack of ice cover, we're going to see quite a bit of lake effect snow behind that. You can see those bands setting up right along the western shores of the northern lower, even all the way through the upper peninsula. So the snowfall that we're expecting from this time period right now through tomorrow at 4:45, we're expecting anywhere of over a foot of snow in some portions of the northern lower. So about a foot in Bel Air, 10 in Traverse City. We could see locally higher amounts, 16 in Gaylord, 14 in Rogers City. Those areas specifically, we could see locally higher amounts. So don't be surprised if we see a little bit more or a little bit less. It just all depends. And then if you're north of the bridge, we're not expecting as much. In Sault Ste. Marie, sadly for them, if you want to be snowmobiling, this is not the best forecast for that. But we are seeing about a half a foot of snow. And then 7 on Mackinac Island. A little bit more over in the western UP too. Here's a look at our winds. So as we head through the afternoon, as I mentioned, that low pressure system will get here. And as it starts to get here, it gets closer and closer. That's when those winds will start to ramp up. So by 6 o'clock, if you're heading anywhere, we're going to see easterly winds over 40 miles an hour in Cadillac, 36 in Traverse City alone. On Mackinac Island, 46 mile an hour wind gusts already by Friday evening. So then they'll start to shift a little bit more out of the northeast as a low pressure system pinwheels off the coast of Lake Huron. And you can see that over in Rogers City and Alpena, closer to 50 mile an hour winds by tomorrow morning. We'll still hang on to breezy conditions even into the thumb of Michigan by tomorrow at 6:30. We are going to see more snowfall. Today and tomorrow are not the only days. We're going to see that lake effect still kicking up Sunday and then into Monday and then next week too. We'll look at our highs first and then we'll show you the extended forecast. We're going to see increasing wind and some snow showers, mainly later in the day in the eastern upper peninsula. Those highs will be in the 20s. When you factor in the wind chill, we are going to see close to single digits and maybe even below zero tonight in the upper peninsula. We are going to see increasing wind and snow showers for the rest of the northern lower. Winds will pick up out of the east. You can see those easterly winds across the 4-zone forecast, 34 in Traverse City. We could see a little bit of some rain or rain snow mix, especially in those portions where our highs will be closer to over freezing. We could see a little bit of a mix early on today. Snow and wind tonight. Temperatures will dip to the teens in the eastern upper peninsula. Blizzard on the northeastern part of the northern lower. And you can see where that low pressure system is just going to be sitting and spinning. 26 over in Alpena off the coast of Lake Huron. 20 over in Bel Air. Snow and wind. We're just going to see snow and wind tonight, and then that will just continue well into our day tomorrow. That's why we have a weather warning day in effect for tomorrow and then into the weekend. If you have weekend plans, this is the weekend to hunker down, maybe make cinnamon rolls, maybe bake some bread, maybe just cuddle your cat, because it's not a good day to be outside or traveling any distance if you don't have to. And then, MLK Days Monday, we're going to see more chances for some snow. I know most people have the day off, so relax and just enjoy the snow that's falling outside. Snow will stick with us all through next week. We're going to be under this Arctic air mass. The other weather story is our wind chill values will feel frigid by next week.
The only distance you should be traveling from your couch, maybe to the oven to go get the cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
Sound
or
good?
The shower, or maybe the laundry room. Just get some things done.
Yeah, some chores around the house.
Yeah, I have some chores. I was going to do them earlier this week, and I'm like, what, this weekend?
Yeah.
I kept a little bit to do.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Some dusting or whatever needs to be
Just
done around the house.
Bleaching the shower.
There you go.
And then maybe some deep cleaning projects. Like my closet needs to have some shoe reorganization going on. So those are my plans at least. And baking cinnamon rolls. I think that's another plan.
Lots you can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of new viewers. So let's get right to it. We got Christopher. He's always with us. 33 and mostly cloudy in Farmington Hills. We got Paul watching. Hey, Paul. Joel's watching from where else but the Pleasanton Patriots Pub. 26 degrees, not snowing yet, he says. Roger says everything okay from the camper. Good to hear, Roger. Got Tom watching, saying good morning to Brendan, Heather, and Gibby. We like it. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. He has music notes around that.
Yes.
So he's already singing here this morning.
Gib was joking before the last live cut in that I did my snow dance a little too much. I got a little too crazy. And that's why we're in a blizzard warning now.
Too much dancing, Heather.
Yeah.
Said it looks like he may have to cancel their ballet rehearsal for tomorrow.
Tom, I would.
Yeah.
In all honesty, yeah.
Seth, watching from a very cold Petoskey, he says. Paula, watching from Boyne Falls. It's 24 degrees there and peaceful for now. Yvonne saying good morning from Arizona. Hi, Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne. I know you're enjoying seeing all of this snow here from afar.
From afar, yep. We got Joel commenting how many people were watching. We're up to 146 right now. Miss Susie Q's watching. Let's see what she's up to. Glad you get to be home after this because of the storm. Yeah,
I'm actually glad. Morning show usually isn't the best for storms. We usually come in as they're happening or already happened and the roads aren't great. But I get to go home and I just get to watch it all happen. So
watch the forecast verify, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
23 degrees in Frederick, 8 inches of snow. She's going skiing again today, cross-country skiing, I believe.
Perfect day to do it before it starts to get bad.
And she's excited for more beautiful snow. Got Susan watching from Kalkaska. It's 26 degrees, staying inside. Susan's a smart lady, isn't she?
Yeah, she must have listened to my forecast all week.
Christopher's guessing 956 millibars. Catherine watching from Hudson, Michigan. Chelsea guessing 956. Trisha is watching from Canton, downstate. Hi, Trisha.
Hi, Trisha.
Timothy's a little closer to us, geographically speaking. He's watching from Williamsburg. Wendy's watching from Mesick. Wow. Paul is guessing 972. I think that was my guess, too.
It was.
Andrea's watching from Detour Village. Amy's watching from Lake Isabella. Joel's updating us on the number of people watching. Susie Q is guessing 972. What was the answer yesterday? She wants to know.
What was the quiz yesterday? That's a very good question. My whole week has been a blur, you guys. I'm sorry. Usually have a very good memory, and Brendan knows that.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Hold on. Was it this one? The GPS?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's when I edited last, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it was global. That was the answer. It's called Global Positioning System.
Kimberly's watching from Bay Mills up in the UP. Christopher said, looks like a swing and a miss once again for the storm, at least for Farmington Hills. Started with a winter storm watch yesterday, now a winter weather advisory. He goes, it stinks. Yeah, the advisory is more of a travel advisory.
When we're talking about a storm in a higher populated area, it's not the worst thing to see a little bit of a downgrade, with people traveling and stuff.
You can come up north, Christopher. We'll have a lot of snow. Once it's all said and done, come up north.
Christopher, make a nice trip to Otsego County and your dreams will come true. Even Antrim, whatever.
Paul wanted to know how many inches of rain would 14 inches of snow be, Heather?
Depends on the water content. So if we're talking about, 10 to 1 ratio, how much was it? Sorry.
Oh, he wanted to know 14 inches of snow.
14 inches of snow would be 140, right?
Inches of rain?
Inches of rain.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or would it be the other way around?
I think it's that way because it's 10 inches of...
You're the meteorologist here.
Let me think about that and get back to you. My brain is not functioning right now, but it's a 10 to 1 if we're talking about normal snow. And here we're going to see a 15 to 1 ratio. So just give me 1 second. 14 inches of rain or 14 inches of snow? Sorry.
14 inches of snow.
Okay. That's what I thought. 4 inches of rain, I believe. So let's see. Sorry, 1.4 when you do like the 10 thing. So yeah, 1.4 inches of rain is 14 inches of snow.
There you go.
Words are hard for me today. But when it's light and fluffy, especially when it's a 10 to 1 ratio, if that's what we're talking about, it's lighter and fluffy, and you can see that the snowflakes don't have a lot of water content. So it takes a lot to melt them down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Our storm that we received Tuesday, we did have a few questions about that on social media earlier yesterday. This storm is going to be a lot less of water content. We saw a higher water ratio, and it was like a 7 to 1 water content ratio on Tuesday.
Okay.
So we're up to like 15-1 last time I looked. So in case you're wondering how it compares to how wet it is outside. Took a while to get to that outcome.
Hey, it's all good. Real-time math happening right here.
Mm-hmm.
Joel's throwing a lot of numbers at us. He said 173, but I'm guessing the 956 is his guess for the weather quiz. All right, Jackie's commenting. It's 24 in Kalkaska. The deck is cleaned off. She's waiting for the new snow. Stay safe, Miss Jackie. We got Wally approving of your blue dress. He likes that.
Thank you.
And you have on nice tennis shoes to stand on your box.
Everyone has been making comments about the tennis shoes, you guys. But the morning show is so different. Like on the evenings, I used to wear heels all the time, but my back is getting older, and Brendan will roll his eyes every time I say that. But my back hurts, and we stand a lot on the morning show, and I'm running back and forth a lot. So
I believe. I roll my eyes when you call yourself old.
Okay.
When you call yourself old. Sure, your back may hurt. I'm not doubting that. And I don't wish a sore back on anybody. But it's when you call yourself old, Heather. I'm like, no, not even close. Not
Well,
even
I
close.
appreciate that, Brendan.
And
but-
even if other people call themselves old, I go, no, you're wise. No, you're not.
Gibbs just said he is old, which
Gibbs-
is
He's not old.
no, not true.
Nobody here's old, just wise. You get
Yeah.
more wisdom
just-
than other people.
I just funny, like when you think about ages and things, and when you're younger, you're like, oh my God. Like when you saw 26-year-olds because you're smaller, you're like, oh my God, they're so old. Now I'm 26. I'm like, that's not too old. Right? I mean, just perception and time.
Yeah, everything's relative.
Yeah.
Wally's talking about the temperatures in North Fort Myers, Florida. He said it's cool down here in the 50s, upper 60s in the day. Again, everything's relative there.
Mm-hmm.
Got my mom watching. Hey, Mom. Hey,
Hi,
Benji.
Christine.
Let's see. It rained yesterday later in the day in Port Huron. Apparently, we lost most of the snow. Benji did have fun playing in the snow. He got another bath to get all the snow that was packed on his little legs there.
Oh.
My mom also loves the dress, Heather. And she's saying that Brendan and Heather are adorable. Have a nice, safe weekend, Facebook friends and family. Thanks, Mom. Always putting smiles on our faces.
Mm-hmm.
Got Gail watching again, 26 degrees, the calm before the storm. Joel with the update, thank you. Jackie made blueberry muffins yesterday. And she forgot.
Did she forget the blueberries?
She forgot to put the blueberries in.
I have done that before. So they're just muffins?
They're just muffins.
Okay.
Oh,
You could
Jackie,
put
that's funny.
Blueberries on top.
That is funny. Oh, I love seeing this name pop up. We have Enid, Mark Watkins' sister, watching this morning.
Enid.
Hi, Enid.
Hi. Good morning.
She's saying good morning from Georgia. We hope you're doing well. We hope Mark's doing well, the whole family. And
Yes.
I bet Mark is happy to be wherever he is. Guessing he's probably not up north right now. He wanted to get away from the winter weather, I imagine.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I'm sure he's just in a warmer climate, no matter if it's Georgia or Florida or somewhere else.
Yeah. We'll pass along our greetings, our well wishes for Mark, Enid, if you don't mind. And maybe fill him in on what's going on up north. I don't know if he's keeping track of the blizzard. I don't.
He may or may not.
He may
might
not.
just be
He
like
may be. He
out of
may
sight,
not
out of
be.
mind, but he might also just be watching weather anyway.
He could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he just might be in retirement mode. Like,
That's fair.
not even paying attention. I
I don't know. As a meteorologist, I feel like even if you retire, you're always looking at weather no matter what.
Yeah, that could be the case. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Susan's guessing 986. Christopher talking about the possibility for a baby boom due to the storm.
Yeah,
Maybe. 9 months.
I don't know.
from
We
now, I
won't be
don't know.
stuck too long.
Joanne's watching, 33 degrees where Joanne is here. Going to be a blizzard at the place there in Barton City. Enid's saying hi to Christopher. And, okay. And thank you, Gib, for asking. Apparently, Mark's doing well. He's staying busy. Good to know.
Good.
Jackie
Good to
also asking Enid, how is your brother? Lori saying good morning to Joel. Chad, how catastrophic is this storm? Similar to 78, he wants to know.
That's what the weather quiz is about. Not as catastrophic by any means. 78 was once in a lifetime storm. We're going to see similar conditions, but not even as bad. I will reveal the answer once we're ready to.
Sure.
And we could talk about the forecast pressure, low pressure that we are probably going to be receiving, at least as a forecast. Even talked with National Weather Service about this too. So we'll take a look at that answer and then we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lori's watching. She appreciates the updates on this approaching storm system, crossing fingers that we don't have power outages with these strong winds. And she just wants to add, that's a great color on you, Heather.
Thank you. Yeah. Unfortunately, power outages will be something we will probably have to deal with, and especially I think the eastern side of northern Michigan. It's just hard when, it's icy and there's a lot of heavy snow on top of these trees already and these power lines from the storm Tuesday. So I think that could also be a bigger factor in the fact that those power lines are already weighted down and we're going to get more snow on top of that and the wind. But I hope not to power outages for everyone, but just know that that is a big possibility.
Chrissy is saying, good morning, friends. I think this is day 2 of hearing from Chrissy. Appreciate that. She said, weather is crazy and she's drinking coffee. She woke up to the blizzard alert. And yeah, Heather had some breaking weather news this morning. Wasn't it issued during the morning show?
Yeah, like we had already started the 4:30 weather hit. And then by the second weather hit in the 4:30, which is only like 10-ish minutes apart, we finally got upgraded to the blizzard warning. So it's like right before my eyes, I just saw flash red and I was like, oh, okay.
Bob's watching from downstate, watching from Monroe. Chrissy said, yeah, good day to bake. Exactly. Jackie has a guess of 956. Apparently Ron was right with the GPS question from yesterday. Torius, if I'm saying that correctly, survived the blizzard of 78. Now a blizzard from Mayo, or for Mayo. Christopher, well, since he was born in February and in Massachusetts, that's why he wanted more snow. Enid said no snow in Georgia, just waiting on storms.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. I thought I hit the wrong button. And you know what happens when I get out of this chat? Everything messes up. I think we're still good. But our friend Beth is watching. Allie's mom.
Oh, Miss Beth.
Saying good morning, Heather and Brendan. Missing my Allie Baxter in the mornings. We are too, Beth. We're happy, though, for Allie. She's on the day shift working on stories, and we get to still see her.
And we get to hear her voice too.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
Always nice to see Miss Allie Baxter. She said, love to everyone and stay safe. We know Beth's always on the move, always on the go. Wonder where Beth is this morning.
Yeah, she could be out of the country.
She
for
could
good
be.
Reason.
She could be.
Yeah.
Italy. I don't know. Aruba.
Jamaica.
All right, Gail's guessing 956. We got a lot of comments. We love it. Sarah, what are you still doing up, Sarah?
Sarah, it is bedtime.
Go to bed, Sarah.
You did enough. We all did enough on the morning show already. Sarah especially has worked hard this week. We've just had a lot going on. A lot of requests from me instead of Brendan. Like begging for more time on the morning show.
Yeah.
And she gives it to me. She's a great producer.
She's our all-star producer. Now on her weekend, hopefully she has snacks and treats she needs as she hunkers down this weekend. Kathleen's watching from the Sioux. The answer is the answer 956? We will reveal here in just a minute. Timothy says, perfect time to fix my semi and watch a storm.
Yes, it's a great time to do that, for sure.
By the way, Enid, I love the picture of a dog. I don't know if the dog is yawning. The pictures are kind of small here on the phone, but we love dogs, and we know Mark does too.
Mark loves his dogs.
He loves the dogs. Enid said, I will send him back anytime you want.
But whether Mark
but whether Mark actually follows his sister's direction, who knows?
Yeah, I don't see him doing that. But I would love to have Mark just chilling right here in the morning, just keeping me company.
Yeah. As long as you just sit back, put his feet up.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to make any graphics for me by any means, but you could totally just hang out and have fun still.
All right. Wally thinks it's 972. My mom is loving Jackie's story for getting the blueberries and the blueberry muffins.
That is pretty funny.
My mom said, I felt so stupid when I made a broccoli cheese casserole and forgot the broccoli. I wondered why it didn't look right. I'm sure everybody has that story.
Yes,
Just for
I've
getting-
definitely made cookies before and forgot the sugar or the baking soda. And then I'm like, why does it taste off, you know?
Wally said, and don't forget, let's win the playoffs. Is he talking about football, perhaps?
Yes, I talked in the first Facebook Live. I know, I haven't checked, and I want to know about the whole Michigan Wolverines parade this weekend. It's supposed to be tomorrow night at 7.
Yeah.
And then Sunday night, great time to hunker down, pray, cheer on the Lions, and just stay inside.
Playing the Rams. Did you know that, Heather? Playing the Los Angeles
something like
Rams.
that. And the whole Stafford controversy, which I know all of you Michigan people are well aware of.
Should they wear a Stafford jersey?
Should they be
at Ford
allowed to
Field?
wear Stafford at Ford Field?
We shall see.
You know, I'm of the mindset. It's like I used to wear old jerseys to hockey games, even if those players no longer play.
Mhm.
Still supporting the team.
Sure.
Yeah.
Susie Q misses Mark, but she loves this duo so much too. Thank you, Susie Q. What did Gibbs say? Gibbs saying put a 1 in front of what? In front of the 9? And make it 16. Okay, he's talking about the jersey things. Darlene saying stay safe. Melissa's guessing 956. Joel saying go Lions. Gibbs saying go Lions. And then, hey, if you know how to sew and change the letters and numbers, you go for it, Gib.
I know how to sew. Maybe I break out my sewing machine this weekend.
Gibbs said or a Sharpie too. I like that too.
Sharpie would work. Even duct tape. You could just duct tape it over.
We are getting into record territory here with this Facebook Live here. Jackie said when she cut the muffins in half, she couldn't figure out why it wasn't blue. And then she figured it out. Okay, now
it
we're all
took you,
caught up.
I'm sorry, I'm giving you a little hard time, but it took you till you cut them open to realize it.
I'm sure Jack, other things were going on. She was preoccupied.
No, I'm sure. She's a busy lady.
She is.
It is funny that it took that long to have them probably cool off and then,
And then Deborah watching. Thank you for joining the chat. So a lot of new people, a lot of new faces. Appreciate the comments, the questions, the conversation, although we do have to get going here in a bit. So Heather.
Yes. So the answer, the lowest low recorded was over Michigan area at 956 millibars. Our low pressure, it's going to be a deep low pressure system, but it's not going to be as strong. So the forecasted low is about 970 to 975. National Weather Service did say we could flirt with being a little bit lower than 970, but even in that case, that's still significantly higher than 956. So we're not as deep of a low pressure system. Also, Detroit recorded 30 inches of snow. Detroit's not going to see all of that snow during this blizzard. So as far as the Great Blizzard of 1978 will not be beaten by this blizzard. This will just be the blizzard of 2024.
So just in simple terms, the lower the pressure, the stronger the system.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As it deepens, it strengthens. The winds strengthen. That's why we're starting to see, blizzard conditions, because the pressure difference alone causes stronger pressure gradient force, and pressure gradient force drives wind. So that's when we start to see those winds really picking up. And then, just deeper. And then, high pressure is good weather. So that makes sense.
Okay. I didn't know if that was the end of your thought.
Yeah,
there
that was all. Mark walked in and my thought process just, trailed off.
The Mark Gillette one, not I know we're talking about Watkins.
Yes, the other Mark.
Enid didn't send him up that quickly.
That would be entertaining if he could time travel. Not yet.
We have Alice, our friend and weather watcher from Alpena, saying it's not snowing where she is. Yep. We have Joel, 4 for 5. He did better than I did this week. Paula is right where I'm at, 3 for 5 this week. Susie Q's 2 for 5. And wow, Christopher's showing off 5 for 5 this week.
Wow, Christopher's on a roll.
Oh, and then Paula wants to know, how does this compare to Christmas 2022?
Christmas 2022, since I lived through it, I haven't looked at the low pressures. I don't remember that offhand, but our wind chill values were significantly lower, and we had a lot higher snowfall rates that we are forecasting. And Mansalona alone saw 36.7 inches of snow between the 22nd and the 26th. So I will forever remember that. And I know Gaylord saw quite a bit too. I think just under that, closer to 20-ish. So this is not as strong as that system. We will still see, similar impacts, but we won't be totally snowed in. I think, by the time this lets up, this is not a super long storm, at least the first part of the blizzard.
Mhm.
So I think there'll be enough time to kind of have the road commission get out, plow all weekend long, and then be ready for, I know, Monday is MLK Day, so maybe, they're not going to go as hard plowing Monday, but, Tuesday will be out of the woods and we'll still see lake effect, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be 36 inches over a, 4-day period.
Okay.
And those winds were very strong. We saw very strong winds with that blizzard, and we'll reach stronger winds, but most of northern Michigan was under that blizzard warning. We're only really seeing that on the eastern side. So really depends on where you're at.
And that's mostly a wind thing, not so much snowfall. But blizzard, to become a blizzard, it's what, 35?
35 or
winds?
more.
Or more.
But it has to be coupled with high snowfall rates and extremely low visibility.
There you go.
So with the snow that's falling, depending on how frequent that is and how much that wind is blowing, that's the perfect recipe for blizzard conditions.
Christopher saying hi to Mark and spelled his name correctly there at the C. Susan 3 for 5, and Darlene's reporting 25, I'm guessing degrees outside of Lewiston. So
Okay.
thanks to all of our new viewers. We are here every weekday, Monday through Friday, 8:35, right here, Facebook, YouTube, X, wherever you're watching this, that's where we'll be.
Mhm.
We'd love to have you join us again. If you have any other quiz question, well,
I
other
will.
questions in general.
I'll be keeping an eye on this storm all weekend. Monday, if you join us, we'll have all those snowfall totals and all of that, at least from this initial system. We have more snow on the way too. So snow lovers are going to love the next week or so, but our wind chills will be very cold next week. If you're going to be outside for any reason, it's going to be a cold one. But we'll check back in Monday with those snowfall totals. Can I tell the people what they can expect Monday? Is that okay to say?
You go for it.
We will have
Who's gonna
Allie
be here? Yeah.
Baxter anchoring Monday.
Yep.
Brendan said, you know what? This storm is too much for me, and he's leaving.
Yeah, Allie will be in for me all week, so that'll be a nice treat.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know with Allie going, she'll go to comps. That gets me wondering, you're going to have this, right, Monday?
Probably.
Even if Allie's not here, maybe you'll do
I'll
one
still
still?
have it.
Okay.
I'll make Gib work a little extra hard Monday.
Okay.
So we'll have it Monday with or without Allie. But you know what? Especially, it just kind of depends on probably the developing news over the weekend if she needs to go to COPS or not.
You know what? It's a holiday. I don't even know if they'd have that briefing.
That's a good question. Probably not. You know what? Yeah.
All right. Well, the longer we talk, we get more comments. We'll just say hi really quick, and then we need to go. We've got Sandy. Sandy's at work. Thanks for watching us at work, Sandy.
Sandy's working hard cleaning teeth, but also watching Facebook Live.
I have that gum sensitivity. Just thinking of teeth, that makes me
Me too a little
sensitive.
bit.
Just a sensitive soul. Can't believe the snowstorm we're getting. Be safe and have fun. Ram watching, and Joel saying hi to Hope. So, all right, we'll leave it at that. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy the cinnamon rolls, Heather, whatever you're going to be baking up in the kitchen. That sounds good.
Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Stay safe.